What's up, legends? Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Mark from Legendary Makes, and in today's video we're going to be talking about some custom-made brackets and spool holders for the farm. So what we got here is just a simple two-piece system here, where we've got 4 screws that are going to secure this to the shelf. As you can see, 2 there, and then 2 more there, and then also on those sides there too. And I've already got one set up, so we'll take a look at that. But yeah, it's just a simple design. And we're gonna get on the computer too real quick so I can kind of tell you how I designed this. And I know this is a very simple part. It is a good lesson on layer line strength, and it is a good lesson on how you orient this on your print bed to print without supports, because the best option always is to design your product without supports, where you don't need supports. So it's a quick and easy. You print it, pull it off the plate, and call it good. You know, you don't want to be just pulling off a bunch of supports and just creating a longer post-production time. But yeah, so this is the essential part. I don't think there's really much to explain. This is going to be where the spool holder goes on. Then I created just a little bit, almost looks like a weld in there. But it's just it really is just to fill in the gap a little bit. So this is pushed out from the shelf a little bit, and if you can see the gap in here, and it's just to fill in that space for where the shelf would fit. That way, when I tighten this, both sides are going to be pulled, and it's going to tighten right onto the shelf. Let's get a look at what this looks like already set up. So we've got the outside piece here, and then the inside piece here, which is right in here. Sorry about the light, I don't really have much lighting under here. But yeah, so this just pretty much sandwiches right here, the little gaps that we have here, and keeps it pretty secure. Like, I can't push this up. I would say the one thing that I could have done differently on this bracket, this piece right here, a little bit thicker. As you can see, the thickness on this is pretty good, but the strength on this is probably still fine. I have like 6 walls, so this is all solid essentially here. But if you look at the two, I could have probably taken a little bit off of this, maybe 2 millimeters, and gave those 2 millimeters to this side, just to kind of even it out. I don't think it matters, but I do think it's good practice to kind of think in that way. And then going back to how this is designed and how we're gonna have this on the bed without supports. As you can see, I designed this as pretty much like a triangle, right? Like, I could have had this as a square, which would have worked, but then the orientation would have been this way, and the thread holes on here, this side would have been fine, but then printing thread holes this way, even though I don't have thread holes on these are just a straight screw in, it is good practice. The thread holes, if I were to have them, would not work this way, because it's going to struggle trying to print those thread holes when they're going this way. So I printed it this way, and no supports, thinking about thread holes, even though they're not on this part. They could have easily been on this part if I wanted to. So yeah, there's that. And then even printing this, right? I could have printed this way, sure, and I could have had supports here, right? But then the layer lines would be going this way, which would make this part stronger, right? But then the breaking point would have been right here, right? So it would not have been very strong there in that direction. So this could have snapped off. Again, it probably is not going to. It's just holding a spool, but do need to think about that for when you're designing stuff. And why not make it the strongest you can possible, right? So we flipped it this way. I cut these out right here so they could stick onto the bed well, and now the layer lines are all going this way. So much stronger all around, even at this joint, because they're going this way here. It's going to be a lot stronger than it would be this way, where all the force to break would be going straight across. So if I were to do it, say for some reason I did it this way, right? Like, obviously this is going to be the weak spot, but now since the layer lines are this way, right, it makes this really, really strong. That'd be funny if it just broke right now, but this is not going anywhere. And again, it's just for a spool holder, right? But it is good practice to think in this way. So let's get over to the computer, kind of show you how I designed this, my thought process when I was designing this, and kind of like my organization on there.
Here's the part here. It's pretty simple, nothing too crazy about it. This was my thinking here, was printing it like this on the print bed. This angle, the 3D printer is more than capable of printing without support. Same thing with this part here. And just made sure we rounded all these edges. This was originally this for strength, but then knowing that this beam is kind of curved, this kind of filled in that area and was more of a strength part for this. But probably overkill because the layer lines are going this way. So probably didn't really need it, but why not make it as strong as possible? And I probably should have rounded these holes a little bit because it was kind of hard to get this piece and these screws to line up on both sides. Once I got two sides, like the top or the bottom ones in, it's easier to get the other ones in, but it was kind of tough to get those in. So definitely for next time, I will round those holes. I was thinking about rounding them and I was like, well, I didn't see a reason why. And then sometimes when you print out a part and then you start, messing around with it, trying to install the part, you kind of see the things that you didn't see before. And that's pretty much it. This is a simple part. This is the back side. And I think, like I was talking before, I probably could have made this bigger. This should have probably been a thicker piece. I believe this piece is 5.6 thick, while this piece is, let's see here, 10. So we should have probably split the difference and made both these pieces here equal in thickness, so they're both as strong as each other. But like I said, in this application, it doesn't matter because it's just holding a spool holder, but it is good practice to think about those things for, all prints, because I don't see why you wouldn't design any print, even if it's holding the lightest amount of weight. I don't see why you wouldn't design it to print it as strong as possible. But yeah, this is pretty much it. And one other thing is I probably could have made the tolerances on this piece here that holds the spool holder maybe a little bit bigger, because I can slide on and off that spool holder. It is pretty snug, so it's not going to fall off. But I could have made it just a little bit more, like maybe 0.2 millimeters all the way around. Probably would have been perfect, but it works. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, well, let's set one of these up. I've got an old design here. I've got these attached to the shelf with zip ties. But I was trying to get up and running, and I knew I could, get these printed at a later point. So zip ties, they work, but it's not as fun as designing your own parts and pieces. So let's take this off. I guess I'll unload the filament. I hate when I only have just this little bit left. This was my sort of quick and easy setup to get these guys back up and running. Easy zip tie. Another one here to pull this in to really get it tightened. And I mean, it works. Like, it works, but it ain't cool. So, nothing's better than designing your own stuff. So. Done. We got these guys installed, and this is what it looks like. Pretty simple, nothing too crazy about this, but Much better than the zip ties that I had. All right, legends, that's pretty much it for this one. If you liked what you saw, maybe consider dropping a like, maybe subscribing, and maybe sharing this. We're gonna have stuff like this all the time on this channel. Lots of small things. It's gonna kind of start off slow like this. I'm really printing off stuff that I need for the farm and for the business. But I think might be kind of interesting to some of you people out there that are building your own farm. So we're gonna keep doing this. We're gonna get into more complicated projects later on down the road. Up next on the agenda down the road is we have some shelf braces that I have on these shelves here so they're not so wobbly. That'll be coming up next in another video, so be on the lookout for that. That should be fun. Kind of similar style as this one. Then we're gonna get to more complicated things, stuff that I'm building, designing for my business and what I'm selling business to business here locally. And maybe I'll get into some stuff that I have online. But yeah, be on the lookout for those. We'll see you on the next one, legends.